Welcome to Reel It Back, the movie review show that brings you all the latest in entertainment to your stream. I'm David Danger Neff.
Jay Alonso here. What's going on? Sex, murder, and puppets. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about the Happytime murders. In this dystopian kind of universe in which humans and puppets kind of relate
Humans and
together.
puppets they live in, puppets are real. They live in modern society like we all do. They're also known as second-class citizens.
Right.
And this looks like more like a future day LA, if you will, where you have a cast of a Sesame Street-like TV show 20 years later after things have gone bad and drug addictions and prostitution and all that kind of happens to the cast. Here we are with a murder mystery when the cast members begin to all get picked off one by one.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I watched this movie, I immediately thought of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That's the vibe I get. Who Framed Roger Rabbit with a very X-rated vibe.
Exactly. Obviously, a lot of these jokes are similar to how Team America World Police was, where they have kind of the crazy sex scene that happens.
Doesn't touch Team America, though.
Nowhere close to it. But overall, there were a lot of good parts to it. I thought a lot of the movements with the puppets, trying to kind of correlate to your emotions, because that's one thing that I always knew was going to be difficult with this movie, was that with puppets, it's hard to correlate that human emotion. But I thought they did a good job with it overall.
Speaking of, having puppets to give you that emotional pull, the director of this movie is Brian Henson, the son of the famous Jim Henson.
That's right, the son of Jim Henson.
Is like the puppet guy. So the fact they went this route with this movie is still unbelievable. But going back to the emotional thing, I found it quite creative that it was certain scenes when things happen to these puppets and, you're looking at cotton and silly string. But they make you feel like you're emotionally pulled in. That's why I also feel like when there was the comedy did come through very well. However, the movie does take a lot of drag parts to where it's more so based on the story.
One of the things about this movie that I thought could have been better was they couldn't really decide how they wanted to present this movie. Was it exactly a comedy, or was it supposed to be presented as a drama? Because that small correlation, unlike Who Framed Roger Rabbit, in which they really were able to nail both parts of that, it missed the spot when it comes to it. However, I did enjoy when the comedy parts and they knew the big jokes to actually hit. Some of the stuff was just weird in general, but when they really aimed to get a good joke across, I felt like I got a good amount of laughs with it.
Yeah, it also reminds me of Sausage Party as well, especially that last scene.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Good comparison.
Great comparison. But let's not go without talking about Melissa McCarthy. She's usually hit or miss for me, but I feel like she's working ultimately by herself for the duration of the movie, just her and a puppet.
Right.
So I feel as if she doesn't have enough time to throw herself into a door or do the usual stick that she's known for. So she's able to actually carry the movie on her own while working beside the puppet.
That's a good analogy there, because Melissa McCarthy, I don't think, has ever truly had to carry a movie before. A lot of times she has to work with another person there that has to and she has to kind of play off that comedy a little bit. So with this in general, it's not exactly easy to play it off something that's just not really there. But overall, I thought she did fine. When
the comedy hit, it does hit. However, we never got that gut-busting moment in this movie. Still a great time, a lot of giggles in it. Let's score this thing, man.
I think when you take away from the comedy and the drama, and you realize that this is still puppets, because there's so many more misses than there are hits with it, I'm safe to call it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Thank you for watching. For more Reel It Back, please make sure you click the subscribe button somewhere in the browser here.
Over there?
I think you're right, yeah.
And for more Jay and Dave, check out the Back to the Classics podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and iTunes.